Okay, September 16th. Two things I want to cover today, both related to the military draft in the United States. The first was that in 1940, FDR signed the Selective Service Act. This required all men aged 26 to 35 to register for the draft. So obviously then in time of war, which we eventually got pulled into World War II, they could draft men for service rather than relying on volunteer army. So that happened in 1940. Eventually, the age limit was lowered down to 18. So today in the United States, all men age 18 and above have to register for the draft, and there's actually discussion about requiring women to register for the draft. So that happened today in 1940. The other thing that happened today in 1974, President Gerald Ford issued a conditional pardon for all men who had either evaded the draft in Vietnam or had deserted in Vietnam. And what he said was it's conditional on them doing 2 years of public service. So they could serve in the police force, they could serve in the military, they could serve in various other functions. But there's a list of things, and he said, if you do these for 2 years, then you'll be pardoned and you can't be tried for dodging the draft or for deserting. Eventually, Jimmy Carter would do an unconditional pardon of anybody that evaded the draft, but would not pardon those that had deserted once they were in the military. So those are two things that happened today, both related to the draft in the United States. I'll see you tomorrow.